Good morning, traders. Happy Wednesday. Man, feels like a Friday, Juneteenth being tomorrow. Today, guys, I'm in, I believe, 41st place. Now, we'll see how these rankings go. I saw yesterday where I was the most profitable trader on there, but then I really dove in because I was like, I want to make sure, because I want to know if I need to be extra aggressive or conservative, on the last day. And so here is what I found on their Discord, the rankings. And we got some people with some pretty hefty P&Ls. It looks like if you want to breach into the top 10, we got to get to the 500,000 plus range. I am right here at 41, making 100,000 yesterday. So today, you know what that means. We are going to be really going for it, so the green team can win this thing. So that means, guys, we're going pretty much all in today because I got to make $400,000 or $500,000. So I got to find the good setups and really dive into them. 41st place, man, dude. Top 10, 500,000. Very good. I mean, overall, with this challenge competition so far, I think overall the group's at like minus 20 million. So not too many people are doing hot in there. But, man, we need some of those people. I don't ever hope people lose money. I'm trying to win this thing. I'm trying to win this thing. So let's see if some people can play it a little aggressive when they should be conservative. That's the whole idea. That's what I was thinking about today. All right, so got a few tickers. MG in the building. MG's been just nailing some of these this morning. APVO, what a short. What a short on that. Where do you catch it at? The sloppy seconds? Are you shorting MG into the euphoria here, or are you catching it on the sloppy seconds bounce? What's your entrance guide on that? Alright, so I'll show you guys where I'm at on the account so far. The eval I'm trading, I'll be taking some positions here and there if I see some trades that I really like. I'm in one right now, RELI. I like it for a little fade, but we'll see. How that one's going to open up. Trade the pool. I'm up about 7,000 so far. I had an overnight swing on CERO, and I'm down a little bit on that same RELI trade. So if RELI doesn't work, I'm going to have to try to take that one off a little early. What is my... So MG, you wait for the second leg. Okay. Unlike the APVO, you're waiting for the second leg. I see. Yeah, here's what I'm looking at with RELI. This is why I like this one. This is kind of a head and shoulder-ish pattern. It's bear. To me, it looks bearish. We got left shoulder 340, right shoulder 340, and right now, look, it's cracking right now, 305. I'm in this thing 30,000 shares. So that's $300 a penny. If it really does snap down there under 3, it could make some moolah on it, but I'm in it as well on my eval. I'm going to slow down the eval, man. I'm going to slow it down. Getting too aggressive too quickly, so I'm going to really start trying to be patient with the eval, taking it slow, really just going for those $100 days. RELI. Straight to 305 and bouncing right back up. I did not entirely love that lower shadow there. 305, but 320 serving as good resistance right now. The magic 20-cent area. I know you emailed me about that, MG, so that was an awesome email. I appreciate that. All right, we got about what, minute and a half till the market opens. Minute and a half till the market opens up. in Rely for the bearish pattern under 320 and a head and shoulders 340. 340 is going to be a level of resistance as well. So again, with the main account, $100 risk per trade, otherwise trying to let some of these winners run. HUBC just got a pump and dump. A lot of crypto related plays. The one that I thought maybe was going to get it this morning was LGHL. That one was crypto and low flow, and it's got like the criteria that RBNE, SRM, and then yesterday CERO had. Kayvon in the building. He's ready for game time. Kayvon, I don't know if you were in here when I went over the leaderboard. I got a lot of work to do. We're gonna be going for it today. So I'm trading both accounts. I'm gonna trade the main eval when I see something really good pop up. Otherwise, gonna be focused on making $1 million. Okay. RELI would love this one to snap out of the gates. We'll see what she's gonna do. RELI, what are you gonna do? Come on, snap out of the gates for me. Give me a snap under 3. Market is now open. Watching Rely to stay heavy under 320. I know, Kayvon. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm watching Rely because she's been heavy against 320. It's popping back up to 320. I'm going to try sizing to this appropriately. It's got a lot of resistance up in like the 360 range, so I'm just monitoring it. If it gets a pop back up towards 360s, I want to hit it again. CERO, I'm up on it. I'll probably just lock in. CERO's just kind of going nowhere right now. How many shares? I got 1,500 on this. So that'll put me up, about 5,000-6,000 on the day. And then Rely's been a little crazy, but she's heading back down to $3. I should probably size into this, shouldn't I, Kayvon? I want to see the snap under 3. Snap under 3 gets inch west in there. Hadn't reached 420 yet, huh? Yeah, dude, closed at like $1.17 the other day. I like it, and I really like the pattern it's showing right now. 340 being the shoulders, 320 magic 20 area. Right now, she's not necessarily wanting to crack 3. Still heavy against 320 though. I'm thinking about smacking it and just making it a little tight there around the 320 area. Alright, CERO, what are we doing? Let me just... Alright, I just took the profits on CERO. We'll be done with that one on the day so far. I'm going to kind of focus Rely, and then additionally see what she does. I'm small on the eval. And then let's see what's going to pop up. APVO is kind of popping up a little bit. A lot of pre-market resistance APVO. Now, there's been a ticker every single morning that has done something. Breaking news. Breaking news. So APVO climbing up. I got to go for it. So I got to figure out what is worth it. Is APVO gonna start curling back on around? Is she gonna be the one? Or is Relay gonna be the one? You guys know how it goes. Is Relay gonna be the one? A 326 average on the eval. I'm going to smack it again up towards like 360. $100 risk. James in the building. Green morning. You got a green morning going on pre-market? All right, Relay. Let me get out of it on the. What am I in at? 314 on this thing. All right, I'm just going to set the OCO on main eval. I'm at 330. 330 average on Relay on this pop, but it looks like the momentum is coming here. Why? There was no momentum here. It's all I'm trying to take the quiet ones, and then they're the ones that start getting cray. All right, setting the OCO. 330 average Relay. I'm going to probably have to get out of this on the million challenge and look to re-hit it on a pop. Let me monitor that one. Oh, that was a big pullback. Big pullback. We going elevator down. RELI. I mean, it was like a double top up there, 350s. And now it's trying to bounce off of 320. Actually, that lower shadow came all the way back down to 320. Of course, the magic 20, we got to get back under on Relay. That's a critical area. We don't want to start bouncing there. I want to get back under 320. Pulling back down there right now. So yeah, on the $1 million, let me think about this. The $1 million challenge. $1 million challenge. Working, watching, and learning. Okay, yeah, good job doing that. So we got left and right shoulder now. It's kind of forming a new shoulder, like the 350s. 350s could be the risk guide at this point. Guys, I said I got to go for it. I think I'm doing 100,000 shares on this against like the 350 area. But let me see. 100,000 just got filled. 330. So the risk here is going to be back up towards that shoulder 350. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and place the stop on it. $351. $351. Kayvon's long ANET. So a few things, James, focusing on. A few things I'm focusing on right now, and that is, let me set the stop a little outside of that range. Let me set it a little outside of that range. $320 is just holding up here pretty well. That's the aggravation. $320 is holding up pretty well. Back up towards 350. Back up towards 350 it goes. Hit some resistance pretty hard again right there. But see what she does. She's pulling back down to 320. 320 is a key area on this RELI. It really is. I mean, again, it hit 350 and had a strong pullback. So James Walsh can say is, you know, not marrying a ticker, right? So I'm kind of tunneled in on it right now because I'm in it on both trades, but I don't want to do what I did yesterday. KWE, and that is stay there too long, you know, focus too long. If it's not going to work, just take the L and move on if the longs are there. And the longs have been pretty much everywhere the last few days. KWE, this one's up from $6 to $13. Where are we going, KWE? This could be a good play for the $1 million account. Could steal attention off a RELI too. KWE shares on circuit breaker, no news. I don't see any news here, KWE. If you guys got news, KWE, let me know. Not seeing any at the moment. Huya popping up. HUYA popping up. APVO. APVO $8 is holding up right now. APVO $8. APVO popping back up towards $8. Let's see. APVO, I might take it. A trade there on the challenge. As I say that, a point drop. The gut works amongst a lot of traders. The gut is strong amongst a lot of traders. Wow, okay. Down to $7, dude, off of that $8. All right. Yeah, APVO. This is a play I like. That curls up towards a lot of pre-market resistance, and the fact that we're already up a lot on it serves as a nice area of pretty good resistance on these plays. CRML curling around. KWE is sitting pretty stationary up here at 14. This thing's up from 570. Shot up, halted. Now sitting up here calm and quietly at the highs. Calm and quietly is KWE at the highs. I like fast to get involved with. Oh, Rely dumping. I'm in. How many shares am I in this? 100,000 on the account. I tried to not tunnel in on it. It needs to stay heavy under 320. Rely needs to stay heavy under 320. I'm going to take 75 shares off at 309 on the main account. Just pay myself a little bit along the way. Still have 150 left there. And then on the big boy account, let's see if we can get this thing under $3. That would pay out very well. RELI, the elevator down. 350 served as a lot of tough resistance up there. So I'm still monitoring it. KWE, kind of monitoring as well. KWE, I might take a sizable position on that one too. All right, I'm in starting 10,000 shares KWE at 1331. This could be the squeezer, so this could be the squeezer. So far, it's looking like it. I'm going to have to go for it here. I got to make probably a couple 100,000 on this trade alone. RELI 320 should be heavy against 320 now. RELI should be heavy against 320 now, so I'm gonna hit it again short main eval. And then KWE still up there. I'm going to give that one time and scale it slowly. KWE. ANET. Long. 89. Oh, Kayvon. Oh, Kayvon, the bottom tick master. How do you do it, sir? How do you do it? You letting her ride a little bit? All right, RELI's slowing down a bit, and it's now heavy under 320. So pretty much the risk at this point would be getting back up to all that resistance. I mean, I definitely would not want it back up to all that resistance. My average is now only 325. So let me adjust the stop. I mean, I definitely don't want it back up to all that resistance. Put it down to like 340. All right, KWE even higher. KWE is going to probably be the bread and butter for me. I mean, I'm going to need that one to work out. RELI, let's stay heavy under 320. And then KWE, if I get a sizable position here and can make a couple 100K, it's gonna be the game changer here. If we elevate her down, dude, I got, how many shares do I have? 17,500. Yeah, this KWE, we'll see what she's going to do. I have 100,000 shares over on RELI, so it dumped down under 3 would be lovely. That one has slowed down a lot. 320. Just banking on 320 holding up. KWE pulling back. Heavy pullback. Heavy pullback. Up 15,000. Is he going to buy back up here? What's my average? 1379. I take some off and Rely oh my god, Rely is killing it right now. I'm up 33,000 on Rely. I gotta take something off, right? 10,000 shares I'll take off. Oh my god, I'm up a lot on these two. Rely dumping under 3. Beauty. KWE still selling off. Let's get that under 13. My main account, let me see, I'm up a decent chunk here. Let me take 100 off in the 80s. 100 off in the 80s on the main account. Up 40,000 Rely. Up 44,000 Rely. How much have I locked in? I've locked in only 11,000 on the day. Shoot. Alright. I'll take most off down here then. KWE's flopping around like a dead fish. So I'm up 25k on the day, dude. I have a lot more work to do. Oh my god. Don't get excited, Kevin. I got a lot of work to do. Alright, KWE. That one's up towards, popping back up towards 15. Sloppy second style. I'm gonna hit I'm gonna hit KWE again up here. So now I'm in a lot of shares, but I'm gonna stop out of this one pretty much. Back up to the highs. Like I'm gonna set a stop on it so I don't, because this one can F me up. But I think it's a sloppy seconds pop. Did you get Rely fades? Rely hit on both accounts. This is I'm hitting my quota, dude. I'm gonna start small. Here's the trade on Rely. I'm gonna just kick it back small on the main eval, because let me see what I'm up on it. I'm up 75 on it, 44 unrealized. I'm just going to go for that. I'm going to go small, man. I got the jitters out of the way trying to hit home runs right with this account, but I gotta chill out. KWE a flush down into the 12s is going to be great. Yep, here we go. On the funded, you're in KWE short. Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing, fades. It's just the wild west over here. It's good for the it's good for the million account, but I don't want to go through what I went through the other day on these wild west plays. I wish we could see the leaderboard live. So look, see there's a competition tab on this challenge. You can click the competition tab, but it doesn't really tell you who's leading. Like my name was here for the most profitable trader yesterday, but it wasn't. It was. I don't believe it was accurate. All right, up about 50,000, give or take. AP, you went all in on APVO. I mean, that was my thought today as well. Just pretty much, I got to go all in. If I want to try to win this thing, I got to go for it. Yeah, they said people are up so much. You know, there's. I may even short into this on the sell off down here. Yeah, I'm gonna sell more down here. It's just we're not gonna win this thing unless we really go for it. Pretty much risking blowing the thing up. The neck and shoulder pattern, MG. Rely in the 70s now. And just like that, KWE popping up. APVO, Ricky, I thought that. So I was about to take a position there, and then that thing just dumped. APVO. Oh, it climbed back up. All right, all right. Yeah, I was trying to take a short against pre-market resistance at 8. Then it dumped a 1.5. Now it's back up a little bit. Basically have to swing something on this account for like like max buying power, because that's what some people did and it worked out for them. Go all in on APVO. I want to win this for us. I want to win this for us. APVO. APVO against 9. Could go like 50,000 shares. $50,000 shares, I'll start for you. APVO. KWE climbing back up as well. Had nearly a fake out breakout on KWE. Nearly a fake out breakout. We'll see what it does down here. My P&L is going wild on these plays. We gotta do it, man. We gotta do it. KWE, what are you doing? You coming back down? That fake out breakout KWE may have killed it there. We'll see what it does. In the 12s now. See it in the low 12s. Really needs to snap under here. KWE flopping all around. It's flop city. A halt down, right? It's getting close. It's like right at that supportish area on it. It's getting close. If it sells off down here, similar to yesterday, we could get that rug pull liquidity sweep. Yeah, I like that to 11. I like that to 11. All right, on my actual disciplined account, I'm going to I'm going to take all of it off. Starting to form a base. All right, so on the discipline account, up 113 on the day. KWE looking, it is looking a little heavy right here. These morning movers, dude, they're absolutely crazy. Absolutely nutso. All right, taking the rest off there. KWE, come on. It's looking heavy right here at 13. But you know what that means. When they look heavy, did a halt down. Sometimes when they look heavy, they're just, it's like they're drawing in shorts. Did we get it, KWE? Yeah, it looks like it halted down. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I just got out of APVO. I got out of APVO on that pop, and she just tanked right after that. Dang it. Death candle. Death can. Is it? Was that a death candle? That was a death candle, right? Come on, elevator down now. That should be elevator down worthy right there. Scam candle, absolutely 101. God bless it, dude. I cannot believe I stopped out of that. I just didn't want to blow the account here on that one. When I got KWE about to make me some moolah. Are you involved in that halt down, Fades? Halt down. It's about 50K right there I just gave back. So I'm at minus 4,000 on the day now. But I got KWE that's at 40,000 profit. But again, I got to make this look like $500,000. So I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work is going to have to be done. APVO, really good sell-off right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't take any off. I didn't take any off down there in the low sevens. What in the world is this? Dude, this thing's buying all the way back up. $7 buying all the way back up to $8. I think I'm going to be done with this name. Reclaimed some of the profits back, but I think I'm going to be done with that name. All right, when's KWE opening up? KWE, that one halted 10:07, so 10:12 if a 5-minute halt. Cracking under the VWAP for the first time. This is likely about to be some money right here. Likely going to be some money. But again, where I'm at in this competition, probably not too great. Let me see if they've updated it at all. Oh my God, somebody's up 120,000 going into this halt. Wow. All right, we got to find the next one. But I want to see where this is going to open up. I want to see where she's going to open up at. Oh, she just opened. We just opened up. I'm going to hit it with some more. Thing's spiking out of this haul. I'm going hard on it right now. Up through 14, I keep adding to this thing. Yeah, they just keep going back and forth between which one's going to get the volume and which one's not, you know? God, I cannot believe I topped that, but oh well. There's no risk. There's no risk with this $1 million account. We're going to win it. All right, still holding strong. Got a resistance line right at where it's at right now. Yeah, the 20-year chart. 20-year chart. We already hit top resistance at $15 on this thing. All right, KWE, you're gonna have to do it for me, because you're gonna have to do it for me, good old KWE. Been 70,000 shares. Alright, I'm going to see if there's something to trade on the eval, APVO up. Dude, some of this action. Like, I'm thinking, you know, if I would have just taken the 1 or 2 trades that the gut's screaming at me on, that's why I left the main eval open today, just for that. I'm like, let me not just over trade. Let me take the setups that are screaming at me that I like, that I believe are good setups. And so now APVO is getting attention. Long APVO? Why did I long APVO? Oh my god. I just got the luckiest thing going on right now. I had an OCO order I didn't cancel. Oh my god, the luckiest thing just happened to me. I'll go over in just a second. Not so lucky if it didn't work out. I'll take 20,000 off. Shorts are over convicted and market makers squeezing the hell out of APVO. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so I had an OCO order on APVO. I took all my shares off. I heard the noise like an order went through. And I was like, what was that? I checked my main eval, then I checked the million challenge, and I'm like, I'm in APVO long. I had an OCO order that I didn't cancel to buy 50,000 shares back, but I'd already liquidated that position. What an idiot, Kevin. Alright, pretty much I'm just fingers on the trigger with 30,000 here. this thing pulls back down to near my average. But yeah, KWE, APVO, it's a ping pong battle between who's getting the attention and who's not. It's a ping pong battle. So APVO, there she goes. I should just work my way out of it. Taking another 10,000 up here at 920 something. If it's this close to $10, normally they'll gravitate there, but we'll see what happens. If I see it look like it's about to start panicking, I'm going to take it all, APVO. But yeah, Fades is right. I mean, this is just such overconfident short sellers being so aggressive and, dude, blowing up lots of money. You know, I understand that feeling and that emotion. Like when you've seen these, I've gone over that. When you see these things working out X number of times, like it's easy to get over biased on it. All right, I'm up 40K on KWE. I'm in heavy here. Heavy. I need KWE to snap. APVO, I took all. Oh my God, I'm up $90,000. Did we just halt down? Can we make it to the top 10? Can we make it to the top 10? We're halting down. KWE. Up 90. Are you in this on your main eval, Fades? Good work. If so. Man, I wish I could see the actual leaderboard. Like legit leaderboard, because I just cannot see the main leaderboard. Like, because people could be blowing up today. And then I would get a little bit more conservative with my approach, but I don't know. The leaderboard's hard to... The biggest profit still for somebody is that 839,000. It's going to be tough to beat. But hey, we got 90,000 coming our way. 90,000 coming our way. And I'm up 40 realized on the day. Down 600,000. Dude, it's easy to do. I mean, you gotta go for it. So I get it. You took the short APVO, then went to go get breakfast. I mean, you had to go for it. I get it. The competition's fun, though. I like it. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people are pretty much doing the same thing. You know, they're going over to these names and then just shorting the heck out of them. At least the 10% of traders that are up there in the top 10. I mean, most people have the same approach. They're either all in, like on these low floats, long, or all in short. Fortunately for me right now, I'm pretty much all in short on this KWE. Let's see where we're going to open up at 1021, so 1026. I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm doing here. It would depend on APVO. Let me take a look. I think it is going to get the move above 10, and I'll short it at that point. I can start it. I mean, let me start it with I'll start it with 10,000 shares. Starting it with 10,000. I'm going to size into that to like 70,000 shares, up and over 10. I'm going to start it right now, though. And then KWE. I got so lucky on that. At least my short and buy pretty much canceled out on that thing from earlier. All right, 1026. Here we go. I know, James. Yeah, I know you're in here to learn. So, I mean, this is the wrong day to learn in here. I'm on this $1 million account challenge. I'm extremely reckless. Pretty much learned from my main eval. I mean, look at this trade. Rely. This was the good setup. Like my kind of A+ setup today. I'm eager to trade more on it, and I think that's what's been killing me. Like, I'm trying to overtrade and instead of just. What's really nice about having these two accounts open, I will say, is exactly that. Like, I'll be reckless on the challenge, and then my main eval, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for the screamers to come by that my gut says take this trade. I gotta change that phase. I gotta make sure I don't do that again. I'll probably take 20,000 off on KWE. It looked like I need to break into the 500,000 range to be in the top 10. So if this thing drops another point, that'd be another 70,000. All right, we just opened up. I'm going to take 20,000 off, just pay myself. Spend 50,000 shares. It keeps like halting down and then just stabilizing and curling back around. Yeah. Price action's annoying. Alright, KWE, let's see what we're doing. Just gonna keep taking some profits and then I'm gonna smack it on some pops. Oh, there's a sell-off into the 11s. Kevon, how are your trades working out? ANET, just continuation. Lulu, looks like both of those worked out. HEBC 250 pop. KWE still selling off. And then APVO. APVO's going sideways. I mean, it's... Could see another leg up there. Nice. Dude, where was that ticker? I had this one pulled up to show you fades. I mean, you probably saw it, but I was... Yesterday, PCSA, 78 cents. 200-day tap all the way down to 20 cents. There, I shouldn't have an echo anymore. Man. I had something pressed on there that I shouldn't have pressed. It was pulling my computer audio as well. This should be fun. Yeah, KWE still pulling on back. Yeah, sorry about that. God dang it. That's just OBS settings. All right, APVO, what are we doing? We're putting in a lot of upper shadows right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do some hammer time here. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little hammer time. And then KWE, I think I'm just gonna get out all. Alright, so now up 122,000 on the day. 122,000 on the day. APVO, I need it to start. I mean, I'm only in a feeler of 30,000. So up through 10, I'm going to be smacking APVO. You do good fades on your eval with KWE. You finally do. That thing started giving up. KWE giving everything back. Yeah, KWE in the 1120s now. Let me see. Kayvon, you might like a CRDO. Making a new high. Well, because nothing's going on, APVO actually now, yeah, may get it. She's starting to. Holy moly. Yeah, look at that. Let's smack it again up here. Yeah, I could feel it, dude. There was a chat room just waiting for that. We may elevate her down now, though. Let's see. Let's see if we're going to sustain it or not. That's what happens when you hold and hope. Yeah. Curious if it's going to hold this 10 level, but yeah, that was a bunch of chat rooms jumping into this. The higher the better, pretty much, for these accounts. This I need today to look like $300,000 or $400,000, so I'll be sizing into her. Bob, was wondering where you been. What's going on, Bob? Pony's getting a spike too. APVO is your kind of trade right here, Bob. $11, $11.39. Pony spiking straight up. Just working on this $1 million challenge. That ain't quite looking like $1 million right now. I'm up 122 on the day, but unrealized down quite a bit on this APVO. But APVO, she's spiking straight up right now, Bob. Oh, up 250. Bob with the consistency. What changed for you? Bob has been so consistent lately. What was the aha moment? Oh, we're straight down, guys. We're straight down. APVO, we're straight down. Don't go straight down yet. I don't have all my shares on this thing. I hit it for some more. I need more shares. Fades, can you believe this price action? This summer price action? Look at this thing. Yeah, as you're saying, biggest manipulation you've ever seen. It's unbelievable. Yeah, in times past, like when you get these elevator down moves like that, $11.50 down to $9, I will say, outside of the normal months, outside of the summer months, you don't see this thing slowly climb back up to the highs, quickly. I mean, a few minutes. Actually, yeah, you don't see them do that within a few minutes. Just go straight back up. You elevator down 2.5 points and then you just shoot straight back up. That action you don't typically see. But these overcrowded, manipulated names, yeah. So, Bob, right now I've been smacking a lot of stuff. KWE in particular, but then additionally, there was Reli, RELI, this one I hit a lot too this morning. That was my favorite setup this morning, RELI. So right now, dude, APVO. This is so dumb. APVO, this thing is pretty much going to make or break this challenge, Bob. So I'm up 122K on the day. I need this thing pretty much. I'm going to be sizing into it up here. I got to make like the top 10 guys are up at 500,000 plus on their account. So I'm just planning on sizing into this. But the manipulation doesn't excite me. Biggest winner 155 on this APVO. Perfect fall. Did anyone else blow up on Zero yesterday? There were a lot. There's been a lot of blow-ups. Perfect fall. Well, over the course of the last week, there have been a ton of blow-ups. CERO included. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took a max loss on that one too. CERO, yeah. It's what makes this market perfect fall so aggravating is what Fades and I were talking about earlier, the over conviction. Like we know where this is going the next day, which is that right now. You know, we know where it's going. It's just how much summer volume is going to come through and just squeeze this name on up. That's pretty much the question. Bob's working that C-Pro account. He is up over 100% on it. I mean, that's incredible. How high are we going, boys? APVO. How high are we going? Of about a 10 average with 80,000 shares. No ordinary person is Bob. Yeah, it's doing really well. I mean, that's the trajectory you certainly want. So that's very good. Over conviction blows the account. Yeah. Like I just try to trade really small shares on APVO on the eval. Didn't work out. I'm just not going to touch anymore. Gave back 25 on that. But this is pretty much do or die for this challenge account. Yeah, Bob's in tune now. See, this challenge isn't good for me for that reason. For the reason for my degeneracy, this $1 million challenge is not good for my degeneracy because I'm not practicing much discipline at all. I'm practicing. I need to make $400,000 today to start winning this thing. Yeah, KWE maybe likely to fade with the APVO hype. Yeah, she's still just slowing down, fading. This candlestick disgusts me. This candlestick from 11.50 down to $9 drops 2.5 points within seconds and then just starts shooting straight back up. That disgusts me. Getting it all out of my system today. Yeah, Friday back to reality. Yeah, I mean, I want to find some more trades on the eval to take, but while APVO is doing its thing, let me look around. This MRVL looks decent for maybe a top set there. AAOI just hit a level of resistance for me, looking heavy on pullbacks. Yeah, AAOI's at a top level resistance. I got looking left to predict right. AAOI. May take a trade there on the eval. Yeah, I'll stab at AAOI. I got about up towards all the way up to 20. A lot of resistance here. 2020 mainly the top. It looks like top 2020 AAOI. We'll see what she does. Yeah, tomorrow. Wish we could trade, guys. God, I'll be here. I'll be here ready to trade. I don't like holidays, man. Weekends and holidays are the worst. All right, AAOI, a little bit of a pullback. Oh, decent pullback. Decent pullback. Yeah, man, when I go like hunting for trades, I can find them. My problem is sometimes I certainly can overtrade, you know. So I don't want to do that. MRVL, that one's still pulling back off the highs. I think the entire market's closed, Ricky, tomorrow. Sadly. Perfect fall. Yeah, fall. Yeah, sorry about Sierra, man. I mean, like, this market's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Like, predictable patterns, not much predictable right now. All right, well, we're seeing a little bit of a pullback here. APVO. Is the top set, or we're just allowing some dip buyers like Bob to step in? Looks like Bob's are stepping in. Yeah, perfect fall. That's what I love about doing this eval is like some of the just the kinks like that we have, we can really work out. Like I know for a fact I mean I don't want to say I know for a fact, but I know I would have probably struggled. I know I probably would have struggled with C-Pro this past week because of the action we've been seeing. And maybe I can't even blame the action. I blame myself. You know, I would have been involved in it. Gotta not involve myself in some of that action out there. But this allows me at least with buying one of these accounts for like $100 and some dollars. Oh, there's a sell off APVO. Holy moly! Big sell off, big sell off, big sell off. Oh, let me stretch a little bit here. Bada bing, bada boom. The elevator down is my best friend. Oh, I love the elevator down. I have an addiction. The addiction is my friend. The elevator down. Guys. Oh my God. Bob, this is why I cannot long these things. No matter what I see out there, I cannot get myself to long this stuff up here because of this. We should go from 12 to 960s in a blink of an eye. I mean, less than a blink of an eye. I can't even blink. You can't even blink. This has been a blow up kind of market. I mean, the market that we're in is like, if it's just so damn aggravating. I hate it for a lot of guys out there because they're getting involved in this because they see people that are just posting massive P&Ls out there like, just made $500,000 today on my $1 million do count challenge. I would never do that. And this market, man, it will eat you up because, again, the liquidity sweeps are on both sides of the move. You take a short, and you got to give it plenty of wiggle room. And I know that's what you've been doing, Baron, and you're reaping the rewards on this. Baron, in all caps, got it. Too focused on managing my losers on APVO until now. So what we've been seeing with APVO, Mr. Matt, is we didn't halt before, but we did sell off about this many points. And literally APVO shot straight back up. Absolutely ridiculous, Matt. I mean, this thing, let me take a look. APVO. I don't know if this is... I really don't know if this one's recoverable, Matt. But before we shot down 2.5 points and it tried to bounce off a 9. Now... on this $1 million account challenge, I think I'm riding this thing down, dude. We probably have a lot of longs now trapped from 10 to 13. And I have 80,000 shares right at 10. You know, it's not, my average is not great, and I couldn't smack it anymore. I started it too early. So I'm up on the day, 122,000. Let's see if I can get this thing down like enough. I'm going to need it down a couple more points to be even maybe able to break the top 10 on this challenge so that you guys can reap the benefits of it. You can get some... we can get some evals going because I'm in the top 10. Get 10 accounts. APVO. Guys, if you're long on some of these names, oh, they came out with the offering. Is that why it just sold off? Reveals an $8 million offering. Oh no. I mean, guys, you don't. Oftentimes, companies will release the offerings when the ticker's in like pre-market after hours. I've seen this a couple times where midday they're like, oh my God, everybody's loving our ticker right now. We just need to dilute our current investors. Come out with more shares. Throw them out there into the market. So they come out with this offering and, yeah, dilute. I mean, the thing is, all the players in this name right now are not long-term investors anyways, you know? So with that offering, guys, we may have just won this competition. The competition may be over. We may win it. 80,000 shares. I mean, this thing, where's it going with that offering? How diluted are they? How diluted are we here? Because APVO has a, 700,000 float. 8 million offering priced at the market. Okay, about 2.5 million shares at a purchase price of $3.25 per share. Ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Well, alright. I think I'm going to be holding this then. I think I'm going to be holding 80,000 shares of this. Because we're probably going to open up, guys, and we're going to halt down even lower. We're probably going to open up and then sell off and halt down even lower. Wow. Perfect fall free win. I mean, pretty much it's free money at this point. If you can get short on something like that that's coming out with an offering, I mean, it's pretty much free money. Fades. I owe you for APVO, absolutely. I have not got filled yet, Matt. I'm going to probably be holding this thing, especially since they're diluting them all the way down to $3.25. $3.25. That's like, trying to think of an analogy on the spot. You guys watched the Shark Tank and the guys take the floor they're looking for an investment in their company, and they're like, I just raised capital at a $1 million evaluation, but I'm offering you guys, a $10 million evaluation. Somebody's getting diluted, right? Showing 870 Kayvon. I don't think I'm taking any of this off. Let's see where we open up at. I mean, this may be an extended halt after that offering news. 1052. Okay, yeah, so it may open up at 1102. $11.02 she may open up at. I feel like I need to, on my actual eval, try to short some of these shares coming out of this, dude. They can squeeze also. Watch this thing just completely not care. They're like, I don't care if they're valuing this ticker at $3.25. Selling 2.5 million shares into it with a float of 700,000. I can't trade it for a minute, right? Okay, so I think that's the rule with TTP out of a halt. $11.02 would be a 10-minute halt. So within a minute, we'll see what this is going to do. Oh, we just opened up 688, guys. I'm up $244,000. I'm up $244,000. And I'm already up $122,000 on the day. All right, I gotta make a little. I'm starting to record, so I'm gonna talk. Some of this you've already heard because I'm gonna do a little recording here for a separate video. So bear with me for a second. All right, traders, this $1 million challenge is officially over. Up $244,000 on APVO, 80,000 shares at $9.93. Now, did I know they were going to come out with an offering? Am I an insider? No. Was it likely at some point? Some would say it was kind of likely. This ticker that was up from $2, making its move all the way up to $13. Ouch. It didn't even give anyone an opportunity to get out of it on the long side. There are accounts blown in this market, tons of accounts blown in this market with the CEROs, the SRMs, the RBNEs of the world. But guys, with this 1 million account challenge, I had to go heavy. I had to go strong. We had to risk a lot. And that meant I needed to really push the needle. And today, got fairly lucky. I'll admit it, but going heavy on a ticker that's up many hundreds of percent and shorting it. I know this week has been a buy high, hope higher kind of market. It's challenging for me to get involved on the long side of these tickers when at any point in time, this is what I'm always fearful of. A offering coming out, diluting the shareholders. They're offering 2.5 million shares at $3.25 a share. This thing, I said, it halted down. I saw that. Likely we're going to open up and halt down again. People are blowing accounts on this thing. That's pretty much the name of the game here. Traders, top 10. We should be the top 10 unless a lot of other traders hit this as well. Making $245,000 so far. This thing, I'm holding it. We may be going down to where it's currently going to be valued at, right down there around $3.25 a share. All right, that was my little recording I'll come out with later. Baron, should we take profit or try to ride to 3? I know, Bob. I feel so bad for the longs. I mean, I do. Part of it, there is a decent piece of me that feels bad for these longs. Because I was just telling you guys, I know they're learning the wrong lessons. That's what pains me. Buy high and hope higher. Showing $6 now. It's a wrap for APVO, Baron. It's a complete wrap. It's going down to. I mean, I'm not gonna say what she's going down to, but it's over. The party's over there. The party's over. I'll probably be taking some off of it, Baron, but I want to see what she's gonna do. But yeah, I mean, it's now valued down there in the 3s, so that's likely where she's gonna be going. Yeah, Perfect Falls, like, don't feel bad for him. I know, because, and then in another sense, the longs are always saying, stubborn shorts, this and that, overly convicted, we're taking your money. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel kind of bad because it's like, unless they had a stop loss in place, there are people right now that are probably, sadly, like suicidal, that are buying this thing at 13, and without a stop in place, this thing shoots down, opens up, and just shoots straight down again. Yeah, there was nowhere for them to get out of it. All right. Let me see. Y'all are not interested in my other trade on my eval. I'm hardly interested in it either. This AOI, I'm going to place a stop on it, though. The 1942 average. Up there would be 30 more, 60, okay. Man, the APVO trade. Goodness gracious, dude. See, Kayvon has this, he's got a very profitable strategy that he trades, and I'm thankful he's in here. Kayvon's a vet. He doesn't trade this kind of stuff at all, but I know it's hard for him not to at least watch it. So thanks for tuning in, Kayvon, when you could be focused on your own strat. You're in here with the green team looking at the APVS in the world. Oh my god, dude. This probably put me in the top 10, unless there were a lot of other traders that were short in APVO, which could have been the case. It could have been the case. There are, but I don't know. Let me look at their Discord. We're opening up at what time? We're opening up at probably 11, 12. I don't know. Let me see if a lot of other people hit this. Somebody's hitting APVO for $538,000. Okay, they updated. Here's the current leaderboard. Oh my god, dude. People are making so much in here. Where am I at on the list? I'm 50th with $83,000, but that's not even close to updated. That's not even close to updated. The top 10, you got to break 500,000. I don't know when this was. That's the leaderboard this morning. Okay, well, as I sit right now, let me see. I'm close, dude, to breaking the 1.5. I'm really close. If we halt down, open up again, and let's assume nobody else is in this, which is a bad assumption, then I'll be in the top 10. $500,000 puts you in the top 10 is what it looked like. So I don't know where I'm going to be at. I mean, some people could have blown up in the top 10, and then some new people might be killing it, going all in on this, and now they're in the top 10. So it's just hard to know. But dude, there are so many people losing their A's on APVO. It's one of those reckless kind of tickers to be trading. I mean, it's a reckless ticker. People are losing their A's, and people are making their A's pretty much on both sides of it. That offering, man, killed it. Fade, you're worried? Okay, it's the 750. They may not count it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw where they don't count those. Well, they counted at least up to $750. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here, guys. I think I gotta let this one ride out, because are we gonna just open up and halt down completely again? It's possible. I mean, we have shorts that are looking to cover positions, but of course we have a lot of longs trapped in this as well. A lot of longs that haven't been able to get out, and they're looking to get out. I imagine we're going lower. So yeah, I imagine we're going lower. All right, we just opened up. We're in the fives. We're going even lower. Fives. Are we going to halt down again? We're in the fives. Now we're in the fours. We're halting down again, guys. Oh, did we halt? We didn't halt. No. It looked like it was halting, and then it opened back up. Baron, how are you doing? You making your month over here? Guys, we might be in the top 10, the green team. We might be in the top 10. If we are in the top 10, guess what? You guys all, I can't, I don't know. I gotta talk to their team. I'm talking to somebody in a couple hours. One guy in their team. So we'll figure out if the Avery Day Trading green team, if the green team is in the top 10 on this thing. Let me figure out what we can do. Yeah, she's heading to 350. Guys, there's horror stories on this thing. I'm so curious, but I feel bad for him. Uh, Bob, see my cursor? I'm up a lot. I'm up a lot. I'm up so much, I think I'm gonna retire. No, I wouldn't retire. Honestly, I like trading more than money. I mean, I don't think there's any amount that would keep me away from trading. I love doing this. Yeah, I need to make an updated YouTube video. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was kind of slowing down that time on that halt, though. I mean, it probably heads towards 350, but I'm probably going to be taking most of it off. Probably going to be taking most of this 400,000 off. I mean, because that's pretty much getting me. That's pretty much getting me in the end zone. You know, I don't want to be too confident. But yeah, let me do another. I'm recording with you guys because you can download. I figured out how to clip my live streams, but I couldn't download it to edit it at all. So I'm just gonna start recording with you guys, and you'll just have to listen to me twice. All right, APVO. What time did we halt? 11:12. Oh my god, fades. Thank you. I keep forgetting about that. But yeah, I'll take off. Just make sure you don't close your whole position right away. You can close 99%. But wait a minute. Okay. Will do. What a day, guys. What a day. This is a big day here. It's a big day. So I'll take probably, I have 80,000 shares. I'll take 50,000 off. All right, yeah, I got to pretty much make that video again because now I'm up $400,000 on this. So I think this challenge is pretty much over. All right, so guys, just Baron, you were much smaller than usual because you started to get upward chop. Yeah, the upward chop on this thing was nuts so. This is wild. All right, here we go. Oh, we opened up. Okay, let me take. Fingers on the trigger. I haven't done anything yet. All right, took 50,000 off. 50,000 off. All right, traders. The competition here is pretty much a wrap. APVO got the offering, shorted it along the way. Offering came out, didn't expect it, but the ticker was up several 100%. And so yesterday I was up about 100,000 on this account. Today so far my projected balance is 1.6 million. I'm up, what is that, 60% on this 3-day $1 million challenge. So this challenge is going to be a wrap. APVO, this thing pretty much halted down twice. They came out with an offering selling 2.5 million shares into a float of 650,000 shares at the price of $3.50. Now, because of that, it dilutes the current shareholders, investors, and we see this thing just tanking. Unfortunately, it really didn't give longs an opportunity to get out at all, which is why I try to teach always throw a stop on your order. Always throw a stop because you never know what's going to happen. So I hate it for the longs. People are blowing accounts on this, absolutely blowing accounts on this, really on both sides. Shorts that started early. I mean, and that's the market we're in. Liquidity sweeps on both sides of these things. So you have to stay disciplined. You have to stay safe. I got lucky getting involved with this on the offering. We were up several 100%. I'm always going to be shorting that. Even if I take a L on the short, that's okay. We got to stay disciplined with our losers and let our winners run, which is what I'm doing right now, leaving a partial to see if we can. We're going to pop. Shorts are covering their positions. That's what we're seeing right now with APVO. We just sold off all the way down to $5 from $13. So we're going to see some shorts cover. It's going to pop. It's going to be met with quite a bit of resistance before it start pulling back on down towards this intrinsic value, which is going to be down there towards 350. Now, if this thing actually is halting up right now, if this thing reclaimed its high, that would be a big surprise for me. Haven't seen that before. If we reclaim our highs, we'll have never seen that before. 13 down to 5 and back up. To me, it's dead. You never want to trade with certainty. You do always want to apply risk, but APVO, she's dead. The competition is now over. I made it into the $500,000 to $600,000 range, which is where the leaderboard sits. Now, a lot of traders may have. I got really aggressive with APVO. If a lot of other traders in this competition got very aggressive with this as well, then I may not be in the top 10. We're going to find out, but I went for it. Today I said I'm going to go for it because I want to break the top 10. Honestly, I'd like to be the top trader in there. But I did see somebody went all in on something and made $800,000. So this is what I'm dealing with right now, APVO. I may hit it again on a short as it's popping up here. But let's see where we stand with this leaderboard. Today, absolutely nailing it. All right, there's the other YouTube video recording. So now we're halting up. I honestly, I'm thinking about shorting this again, guys. I mean, we're just getting a cover pop. Yeah, we're getting a cover pop on it, but now I gotta. Man, dude, I know I'm not the only one that hit this. Let me see how other people are doing. Oh, this guy took a long, lost on it. This guy's up 2.5 million. This guy's balance is 1.5. APVO, he got the short too. Wonder how many of them fades just took all of it off. And then it won't count. Okay, this was 7-8 minutes ago. Updated top 25 based on closed trades. So I'm not going to be in this list. I'm not going to be in this list because I didn't close that trade out yet. But 7-8 minutes ago, all right, the 10th person was at 459,000. Dude, I'm pumped. I think I can do this, guys. All right, so the 10th person, that was 7-8 minutes ago before anyone probably had taken their profits off APVO. So that's 459,000. Let me see where we sit. The Avery Day Trading crew. They were up 400. We're up, guys. We're up 561,000 right now. 561. So according to that, we should be around 7th place. Of course, we got the other APVO guys that may have not closed out their positions yet. That was 11:11 though, 13 minutes ago. All right. So Fades, what's the rule? Can I reshort this, or I gotta wait? So as far as like reshorting, I gotta wait a minute. All right, APVO. I'm on leftovers up 100,000. Let's see what she's gonna open up at. I know, James. The day is still young, James. The day is still young. Oh baby. Oh baby. All I need is $1 million account, and I can then I can start going for it and making some money. That's all I need. Y'all just fund me on $1 million, all right? Fade's got to stay on the gas, but size down a little bit. Yep. The competition's over at like 3:30 or right. We got like 3 or 4 hours, so dink bink. Yep, backside boys. Let's get it. Baron, I don't know. I mean, Thinkorswim, CPro. I mean, maybe DOS has the resumption time, but yeah, I don't have it elsewhere. Did you end up green on this, Baron, or were you getting chopped out along the way and ended up not being too green? What's KWE doing? KWE curling back around until KWE comes out with an offering. All right, APVO just opened up, going back on down, back down on south. Yeah, I was gonna hit it again, but I think I have to wait a minute to start, like to take a trade on it. If I'm in a trade, that doesn't matter. All right, let me look and make sure. Let me look at my account, make sure that order is actually yeah, it says my account balance on here. Huh. I'm not sure. Fades, you take a look at this. It says I'm up 227,000, but I'm definitely up more than that. Open trades, P&L probably 141,000. Closed trades. I don't think it's calculated these trades yet, because I just looked at the closed trades. I don't think they've gone through yet, or maybe it didn't count. It better have counted, dude. If that didn't count, yeah. So that's this fades, and then here's the balance, 1.43 million. Projected balance 1.57. If me taking these profits down here didn't count, dude, that's really going to mess me up. If that 11.13 take profit didn't count, then that's pretty much messed me up. It would still at least show up on here, though. Oh, until the whole position is closed. Okay. I'm starting to freak out over here, dude. Because this is what's going to put me in the top 10. All right, guys. Barron's taking advantage of the APVO. Yeah, she's done. I'm fine even kicking back with these remainder shares for a little while. 30,000 shares at 993. I kind of want to smack it again. Let me see. What am I up? So I'm up to 1.46. I really need to probably... Let me see. If I took it all, I'm at 550,000 on this challenge. And that would put me right at between 7 and 8 place. I kind of want to smack it again on this pop, though. Oh my god, look at this MRVL. Kayvon, I just was going over this for a top short. Man, thing faded great. Sometimes the gut knows what to do. KWE double topping in the 14s, pulling on back. So like Fade said, I'm probably in the top 10, but I need to keep I need to keep my foot on the gas here because a lot of traders are trying to get up there too. All right, so we need to keep the action going here. APVO, man. I imagine she's gonna like do what she's doing right now, putting in a little flag, ascending triangle-ish thing, but I'm probably gonna smack it again up here. I can imagine it. I can imagine this thing. Perfect Fall likes the cheap names. I can imagine APVO halting back down. Okay, let me see. Yeah, she's spiking back up a little bit. I'm gonna smack her again. I could see it halting back down and heading towards this dilution level. So there's a decent pullback right there to the 670s, especially with it slowing down. I mean, the name's just pretty much done, guys. I can see it selling off and halting back down. It's given some longs an entry to get out up here. Ish. I mean, some of them are probably in it at like 11. But a lot what I imagine some longs did was they smacked it down here around 4 or 5 to try to get out of it. You know, buying it up way down here to try to get out of their position. All right, how's the green team doing out there? You guys good, safe, good and safe. I'm gonna flip through some gainers real quick. KWE double topped at 14. All right, I'm up 1.556. So let me check and see if that went through. It might take it a minute. I'm gonna be so upset if it didn't go through. Look at that, baby. Getting gray hairs doing this, guys. Getting gray hairs. I was just thinking, what do they call a... My gray hairs wouldn't be salt and pepper. I'd be like salt and cayenne. 556. There we go. Oh my god. This challenge is something else, man. All right. Keith in the building. What's going on, Keith? Keith, you're gonna have to watch some of my videos later. We're up like 500,000 on the day. More like 450,000. $450,000, dude. And we still got to go for it. So I'm gonna hit it again. 10,000 shares, 705. This time I'm gonna, like the team's been saying, I gotta protect my 500,000 little nest egg. So I don't know. Screw the nest egg. If the higher this thing goes, I'm gonna be smacking it. This thing ain't going back up to $12. You do not have to locate perfect fall. All right. APVO, what are we doing? I mean, it's coming back down. Higher the better at this point, really. Is it possible that the offering can actually squeeze this thing? Look, that would be a first for me, seeing this thing squeeze after that. There's always first for something, though, right? This irrational market, this irrational market. There's always a first for something. But yeah, I'm gonna keep smacking it. APVO short. But otherwise, guys, that was such a huge one to be a part of for this challenge. 556,000 up right now. What a lucky one to be involved with today. My God. To be heavy, too. I was in that thing like 80,000 shares up there. I was in heavy. And I couldn't even add like much at all to it anymore at that point. All right, so now we're trying to pad the wallet with 10,000 shares here and there on it. Still diluted down at 350. It's popping back up a little bit, slowing down. It's giving longs an opportunity to, hit it down here at 5 and try to, get out of the position. But guys, what are the horror stories on this thing right now? I gotta look it up. I'm gonna surf the web on APVO and see what we find. That was so dirty. They're finally taking advantage of this crazy cycle in small cap land. Oh my god, and then a chat room saying, this thing's got room to move up to $14+. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, you get those chat rooms trying to pump people in these names, man. They get wrecked. APVO continuing to climb strongly. I'm releasing stock information in my group. Purchase information. Oh my god, target price $15? Man, these chat rooms are brutal with these pumping these names up. Alright, green team. Baron, you still smacking this thing? Is there anything you guys want me to ask Trade the Pool? I got a meeting in like an hour or two with them. I'm ask them some things about the platform and whatnot. So if there's anything the green team's got on TTP, let me know. Again, this is when I win, you guys win. This is we are about the green team in here. It's not a one-man show. Alright, back down into the 70s. I'm up another 3,300. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to, like, hold this down for a sell-off back down under 6. Of course you are, James. Everybody in here, just be a subscriber. Everybody in here in the morning is part of the green team. Yeah, absolutely. We're part of the green team. We're focused on the green. We're focused on profitability, and we're moving in that direction. That's what we're doing. So absolutely, James. You are a part of the green team. All right, let me see where we stand, if they've updated their rankings. Team equals green, account equals red. Oh, that's funny. APVO, a lot of people made money in here with it, probably. I want to see... I want to see the updated rankings. Yeah, the thing is, if you're a part of the green team, that doesn't mean you're going to always be green, and it doesn't mean... What it means is that's the green team is focused on consistency, profitability, making money. That's what we're moving towards. And helping each other out along the way. I guess I got to come out with like a motto or something, don't I? I'm flabbergasted that APVO is holding 7 fairly strong here. I mean, this is, in my opinion, clearly a short on Pops at this point. Alright, guys. I am going to... Let me think what I'm going to do. Is anything else moving right now? Anything else out there moving? KWE, what does she end up doing? Double top in 14. I mean, KWE's got room lower. Maybe there's a trade there. She slowed down a lot. I could see that one heading lower. NINE, a little penny play. Actually, let me think about this one. NINE's coming up right up to the 200-day moving average. Every time in the past chart history it's tapped that, it's respected at 120. Obviously, the magic number in here we go over all the time. NINE. NINE. Huh. Alright. Tap in that area. Let me go in on NINE on the account. It's at $1.06. 120. It's a little slow for my liking. Tapping the 200. 200's at 106. Thinking about it. NINE. Coin's been moving straight up because it's an energy play. Coin. Yeah, definitely volatility on COIN. Coin, good eye there. 250s to 277. Got about 300s the top. I don't see it getting there. Coinbase. I just wish I could see the leaderboard so I could know what I need to do here. Trust your gut, James has been right today. Yeah, you know what, James? The gut is normally right. It's just my dumb risk management is what's not right. Yeah, James, I always say your mind's got to be stronger than your emotions, and that's what takes precedence in people's trading. They let the ego trade for them, and I'm certainly guilty of that, where you don't manage risk well. Look at coin dumping off at 279, just pulled back 3 points. The gut is fairly strong right now on APVO on pops. That's where the gut's kind of strong because there are a ton of longs short. I gotta get some food. I'm losing my mental energy. APVO. There's a lot of longs trapped in this one. There's a lot of longs trapped. That offering came out unsuspectingly, and it came out at a random time today, and longs without stops just got absolutely wrecked. So I'm pretty confident on a short on pops APVO. That's where my gut lies right now. That's where I'm most confident. Let's put it that way. But I'm trying to trade my eval back, on this as well. But again, the mind over emotions. What does that mean? It means you still have to apply the risk. So $100 per trade for me on the main eval. But again, I'm about to get 10 of these, and hopefully we can give one or two or three or four of these away. I'm in this at 722 now. 175 shares. 722. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this one. APVO with that offering. It would be so shocking, James. We're in a shocking market. Let me preface by saying that we're in a market that likes to shock us. It would be really shocking if this reclaimed like $9 and higher. That would be extremely shocking, but it can happen. Be extremely surprised if it did happen, but NINE, the gut there. 106 was the 200-day. Pulling back a little bit off of that. Could have gone like 500,000 shares. But again, with TTP, we got to have 10 cents at least. So that's the problem there. Got to have 10 cents. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna grab a granola bar or something. See if you guys can APVO. Let's get that down a little lower. I'll be back in just a few minutes here. All right, guys, how are we doing? APVO kind of been going sideways here. Oh, shoot. Trial. Oh, my God, no. Trial, stick around. If I win this challenge, I'll give you an account. All right, so stick around. Let me see if I can win this. I'll give you an account over here. Yeah, that was brutal. I was going over that earlier, Trial. It's like, if for the longs that didn't have a stop, dude, that didn't have a hard stop, because there was no way to get out of it unless you had a hard stop in place. There was no way to get out of this. This thing just, it was too brutal. It was too brutal. There's no way to really get out of that thing. And we've been seeing, with all these tickers, guys, we've been seeing the longs just working these trades. So many tickers, RB&E, CERO, several of them, and they finally, the companies were like, we're going to take advantage today. So I'm sorry to hear that, Trial. That is, know that you are not alone. Know that you are not alone in that. There are a lot of people who blew up. If there's any takeaway, it's probably just to have, you gotta have hard stops. Because you never know what in the world is ever going to happen. We've seen a couple of these midday offerings. They're just brutal. Absolutely brutal. My stop loss got canceled. Oh, it got canceled? You had one? You had a stop loss and it got canceled. Dude, that is brutal. This thing curling back around is kind of cute. Let me hit it again up here. And, what am I up? I don't want to be giving a lot back. So I hit it again. Let me see what we do up here. I'm suspecting at a certain point we're going to elevate her back down. Again, that's my suspicion. I do not want to be giving back my 500,000 though, so I'm not gonna trade this too hard. Unless the leaderboard I'm down on, in which case we'll go hard. Gonna have to look into that. Oh God, here's the leaderboard. Five minutes ago. Oh, it's by country. That's by country. I don't want that. Top 25 best U.S. traders for today. Well, where am I at? I'm based in the U.S. Huh. I wasn't even on the U.S. list. Mr. Jimmy in here. What's going on, Jimmy? Size down. One flush shouldn't have the power to kill your account. They happen. That's a big flush, though. I mean, you're talking the offering flush? Yeah, that offering flush, 1250 down to 5. That's a pretty brutal one. But yeah, in general, on these names specifically, like, I definitely get what you're saying. Like, these names carry a lot of more inherent risk. I definitely agree with that. You got to size down on these names. We getting the other elevator down on this? All right, here she is. Here's the other elevator down. We were looking for him. Maybe. All right, so she hit 750. 750 seems like it's topping out a little bit. APVO. We'll see. Fades is just going to ride it into the sewer. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here because I need to... Yeah, I'm definitely number one in the United States because I'm well ahead of 266,000. The grand total for the day. As a collective group, we're down 300,000. All right. I need to know the totals. I need to know the totals. I know, and still up. Even with that offering, they're like, hey, we'll take it. We diluted it, 350? We'll still take it. We're up over 100%. Definitely been focused on one ticker today. I mean, KWE was interesting, the sloppy seconds move. What did coin end up doing? Coin is higher. Wow. Coin is higher. All right. RELI putting in a big U-shape red to green move. I traded this one on the head and shoulders this morning. 350 down to like 270. I traded that this morning. So RELI wasn't bad at all. APVO probably heading back down under 6. Yeah, there she goes. I'm going to take some more off in the 260s. I'm up over 100 on my main eval too. Might take some off there. All right, I'm left with 10,000 shares. I'm up. Well, I'm up a lot, dude. Now I'm up a lot over here. 630s now. Just bought some on the main eval. I'm going to take most off on the main eval, so I'm up. Some on the day. I'm just going to leave a little bit left main eval. Let me set an OCO. One cancels all. I'm going to set it for break even. 722 is my break even price. So around there, and otherwise see if this thing can head down to like, 350 pretty much where they are diluted at. All right, that's what we'll do there. So we're going to be green main eval regardless. And then up a good chunk over here on APVO still. Taking a couple thousand off. Got 7,000 left to ride down. Look at that hit right there. That 750 hit. I mean, James was asking me, what am I most convicted on? I mean, the conviction comes with experience. That being the teacher, the best teacher over time is your experience. It was a good question. It had me actually reflect. I'm like, do I want to take another trade? I mean, this is where I'm fairly convicted. We have a lot of longs trapped in this because of that elevator down that it was impossible to get out of. So they're looking to get out. And when they all start stopping out, this thing's going to make a next leg down. That's the nature of it. A lot of blow-ups happening on this, guys. It's a tough one. Man, all right, I'm going to catch up. James, you've been over trading, chasing after I lost all my profits. Yeah, you recognize it. So good on you for recognizing the over trading. Honestly, one of the biggest hurdles in trading is just not facing the issues. A lot of traders get out of doing this because they're confronted with their flaws, mistakes in trading, and it's not pretty. and people aren't used to that. We're living in the land of participation trophies. You're getting paid just for participating in the market action. So actually seeing, that's why I've said many times, I know Fade, you agreed with it too, like if you master trading, you master much of life, because it's a skill that now granted trial, you just like, if you had a stop in place and it got skipped, I mean, there's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. I mean, really, there's nothing you could do other than avoid it. I mean, the only lesson at that point to learn is avoid it. If you had everything else correct, maybe, I mean, if your strategy has been to buy these on pullbacks and whatnot, I mean, that has been working this week, so I'm not going to tell you don't trade your system, but yeah, there's not, I mean, if you had a stop in place, that's a good show of discipline, and it got skipped. That's awful. That is absolutely awful. I would be so aggravated. So I feel bad for you, man. Yeah, what we've been seeing is a lot of this choppy action. So I'll say this. The discipline and patience needed to trade spills over, into your life too. I mean, if you don't have discipline in life, it's going to be hard to have discipline in trading. That's why that saying goes, mastering trading is mastering much of life. It really is. I like that trial. May our setbacks become set-ups. That's good. Yeah, James, opening small accounts just to manage risk. It forces you to. I mean, I think a good general idea is to, your back's against the wall. There's little margin for error. I don't think it's a bad idea to, put your back against the wall. Try to grow 500 to 1,000, and then pull your initial deposit out. Pay yourself $500, so you're playing with house money, and now your back's against the wall again. So you're just constantly, your back's against the wall. And the reason I say that is because there's a lot we gotta learn with the small accounts, right? And I've seen big boys. What I've been seeing out there are the big boys that grow their accounts, like shorting these plays. Baron's going to know what I'm talking about, because we both have a similar strategy in shorting these things. Is you get overconfident, and let's say you grow an account, a few thousand up to even 100,000. Well, you're so overconfident because your system's been working 90% plus of the time that you're shorting something like this in that pretty much an infinite amount. You're oversizing, over leveraging on now your large account and everything. This is not an uncommon story, what I'm telling you guys. I've seen it. I saw somebody grew their account up to 800,000, and they blew it all on like CERO, one of those tickers this past week. CERO, imagine getting so overconfident on something like CERO, and then this thing goes from 670 the previous day up towards 620 up towards $27. And if you have to size it appropriately to expect this. Like if you're a mean diversion trader like some of us are, and we're taking the opposite side of this move, we have got to expect some red. I mean, we're going to be red on this name along the way. But it's like, how much are you anticipating? How much red are you anticipating? And then actually managing the risk well and not marrying the ticker. See, though, that's where I fell prey to that on CERO. I started it early and ended up maxing out on CERO. And then after you take, a max loss on it, you got to walk away. I mean, it's so easy to go on tilt and stick around and trade the CERO when it's going straight up. It's so easy to go on tilt. Our mind has got to be stronger than the emotions. That's what I'm just always going over that. There's so much in trading, guys. There's just so much to trading. It's not just so many get into it and they're like, okay, I just need to recognize the patterns. I need to see the bull flag, the head and shoulders, the buy the dip, sell the rip. It's not, dude, that's like the minimum. That's the minimum. That's just like your entry fee. That's your entry fee into trading, is knowing what a bull flag is and buying on the pullback and selling on the rip. That's your participation trophy right there. The rest of it, oh my God. If your emotions can be stronger, what's the quote? How's it go? I've said this all the time too. Your emotions have got to just be stronger. Your mind has to be stronger, than your emotions. If you can learn to really not be affected by the movement, price action of the market, you're just trading your edge, then the sky's the limit. You have to learn to be unaffected by, pretty much what the market's doing. So rather than some of these tickers going straight up, and then this is where I would go wrong. It doesn't work out, and now I keep just re-hitting it. It's just pulling me. The ticker's pulling me into it, and I just keep re-stabbing and re-stabbing and re-stabbing. Here's a good one. Great traders are profitable because they have become masters at managing uncertainty. They don't win because they can see the future. Again, they don't win because they know exactly what's going to happen, guys. They don't win because they know what's going to happen. They win because they know what they're going to do. They don't win because they can see the future. They win because they are certain, absolutely certain of what they're going to do in the present moment when faced with uncertainty. They know what they're going to do when faced with uncertainty. So the greatest enemy of a good trading strategy is a dream of a perfect trading strategy. But again, there's a lot to it. Then you got to get into position sizing. Position sizing is much like the volume dial of your emotions, right? So the smaller, Kayvon and I have talked about this as well. You reduce that volume dial on your trading account, you're going to reduce a lot of the emotions. You turn it down, you can start hearing yourself think. You guys have experienced that too. Reduce your share size. So if you're used to going in with 1,000 shares, like go in with 200. And that's reducing it enough so where your judgment's no longer clouded. You can think clearly in the trade. This is what I was looking for. If you can create a state of mind that's not affected by the behavior of the market, the struggle will cease to exist. If you can learn to create a state of mind that's not affected by the behavior of the market. So, You see it as information. You don't see it as painful information. It's literally just information, what the market's generating, not painful. Just info. Just info. Baron had a short runner on KWE. Just checked in because it got way green on the small side. Oh, did KWE do that? Oh, man. There we go. They're following suit. So what, did they come out with an offering? Dude, this is... All right, so now moving forward, longs are going to be fairly trepidatious to find themselves in some of these plays because of what we've been seeing. Man, I want to see the leaderboard. The leaderboard just hasn't been the one they have on the Trade the Pull platform. It doesn't really show you. Because we could go for the... Here's the leaderboard on an hour ago. The top guy was 904,000. I don't think I can get up there. Fade, you can't take the trade out of the Hawk, can you? You gotta wait a minute. Let me... Dude, I would like a really comfy... I think if I can get into... What do you guys think? If we can get into like the 600,000 to 700,000 range, I think we're gonna be top 10. I don't want to push it too much. Let me see where we're at right now. I mean, I'm about to take all off 7,000. This thing's heading lower. All right, I took all off. We're sitting at 1.568. 1.568. .568. So according to this, we're in 6th place, but we're in 6th place, and that was an hour ago. So that was like when APVO was doing its thing. So I don't know where we're sitting at right now after all the APVO. I don't know where we're sitting at now. I really need to know, though. All right, my main eval account, I took all off. Damn, dude, this thing's in the 590s. Yeah, James, thank you for asking that question on what my gut was telling me. The gut is normally not too bad. All right, so we're sitting 568, about 569,000 on the account. So I don't know what I need to do here. I think we should maybe push. What do you guys think? Maybe push into the 600,000s, and then probably we're going to be doing all right. This is the leaderboard an hour ago. That's right, James. You're right. Some of these guys could have been long, and now they're unrealized a ton. That is absolutely right. So I'm sitting right at what did I say? 561. What are we at? We're at 560, right under 569. So we should be. That's 7th place according to this list. So I think we're doing all right. If I push it into the 600 to 700 range, I'm feeling pretty good there. But again, I don't know with APVO who was in, like James said, who was in long, who was in short. I don't know. I mean, Coin's an interesting ticker if that one's still up here. We could hit this, risking the highs. And then KWE halted down. We were playing with that one earlier. That sloppy seconds miss is a little aggravating. I was so focused in on APVO. The sloppy seconds miss here, 1420s. That was excellent. Excelente. All right, KWE. KWE just opened up. KWE just opened up. I'm going to give it a minute and see what KWE is going to do. I might smack it with you, Fades. I'm going to give it a minute because of the halt rule. I'm taking care of my fam, dude. If you're part of the green team, I'm gonna take care of you. Now that's just based on, like, I gotta ask him here in a little bit. You know, can I give accounts distributed to me? Can I pass them on to somebody else? You know, you might have to. I don't know. We might have to like get your account opened, and then we'll figure it out. I'm gonna try. Everything I do is for the green team. I try to help you guys out. I'd like to do a giveaway and give some accounts. KWE. Let's see where she's going to go. I'm going to trade her here soon. If it pops back up towards 11, I'm probably getting in KWE. It's like, let me see here. KWE, I am monitoring that for maybe an entry, but I mean, we're $15 down to 10. Opened at 5. Huge upper wick on this thing. Man, it tapped right up there where all of my resistance zone. Tapped right up there, I mean, I went back like 3 years, guys. I say look left to predict right. That's what we do. Look left to predict right. So we hit 14, like 50s, 60s to 15.20. Man, missed out on that one. APVO still selling off, looking weak. RELI double topped at 340. It's fighting the open in 320, kind of putting in a little descending triangle. I might hit rally again. I don't know. I might hit rally again. Let me go over to rally. Slowing down quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Slowing down quite a bit. A little bit of a spread on it. Guys, any questions at all? I might go back live in about an hour. I got a meeting with Trade the Pool here in just a little bit. Is there any questions you guys have on the day? I may go live here again at like, I don't know, 1:45 or so, but I'm gonna edit. I want to edit some of these videos I made too. But once I get a general idea of where I sit in the rankings, I'm probably gonna come back and go stab at it again. Jimmy, that might be the case. That would make more sense.
What's up, Bill? Good to see you. Look at that.
Here it is right here. Here it is right here. For all registered competitors, top 10 teams. Oh, I see. Yeah, I may have been saying it wrong. I was thinking the top 10 people are going to get all of this, but it would make more sense if they just received one. So, yeah, the top 2 guys are going to get 100,000 and then 50,000. And then if I may only be getting a 25k eval if that's the case. God, this is a competition's real sweaty for just a 25k eval. This competition is super sweaty for a $100 evaluation. I thought I was about to be set with some evals, but you're probably right. I'd like to get some to give a few to you guys. That would make sense, Jimmy. I feel like this is fairly, like I said, a little sweaty for $100. But I'll be grateful. Made a little money on both accounts today. Made $120 on the eval I got going, and then, small little 400,000 or so today. Today's gross 464,000. I'm gonna go for a little bit. Like I said, I got that and then I'll probably be back because I really want to get this. I want to get this thing pushed up and over probably 600,000. I think that puts me pretty much in the top 10 if I can get up there. Coin even higher. Oh my God. Coin higher. I might start this on the eval. Like 2,000 shares up here. I'm going to start 2,000 shares on coin. This thing's been going straight up. All right, guys, I'll be back in like an hour or so just stay tuned. I'll be back in about an hour and a half, probably. Trade the Pool's king of equity props. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, James. It's pretty cheap. I got the link pinned in the... I got the link pinned up there in the chat. You can take a look at the evals. I mean, you go in like what? You can get an account for like $50, dude, and grow it and get payouts. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Just watch out for the live or click the bell notification so you get ringed in. I'll see you guys in a little